This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry,
Lawrence, Sam,
and Lionel. And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another one. What episode is this?
Couldn't tell you.
Is it not episode like... What episode is it? 128. Yeah, it's episode 128, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
28.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We getting up there.
Wow, we getting old.
Yeah.
We getting old.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's here. Thank you to everybody that's on YouTube. We are not live on Facebook today. Didn't get time to set that up. But shout out to everybody that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Thank you for supporting and listening to us. The agenda for today is going to be One Piece Chapter 1099, full review. It wasn't a heavy chapter, but it was heavy in kind of like dialogue, I guess. But nothing really truly magnificent happened. So it's a setup chapter. And then we have some phone calls to get to. There's nothing else in my mind that we need to do. We are having Davies Dark Tournament return today. I mean, not today, on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to let the people know who's versing or how things are going to be done?
Yes. All right. So this Wednesday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, we will be continuing the Davies Dark Tournament, and it will be the final battle of the One Piece and Naruto crossover. So really excited for that. We're going to have really interesting matchups, namely Big Mom versus Kaguya. Yes, I know. Shut up. Kaido versus Madara, and Luffy, no restrictions, versus Naruto. Larry created some restrictions for that on Naruto's end. I guess it's not Boruto version of Naruto, right? And the Shippuden Naruto.
So my reasoning was Naruto is significantly weaker than Naruto at Shippuden at the end.
Is he?
Until he taps into like the Byron mode. Mm-hmm. And the Byron mode is just... It's just too OP, bro.
Is it?
It really is.
Stronger than Toon Force?
If Luffy gets hit once, it's basically over.
I guess.
It really is. It really is.
I gotta do my research. You know, you pulling up, Lawrence?
You know.
No, Lawrence is not pulling up.
I have my meeting. Man.
But yes, be there. Should be a lot of fun. Do your research. We will get the thumbnail out to you guys soon. My boy Void is working on some real stuff. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, 6:30.
Yeah. So that Naruto. So just so people know, it's gonna be the Naruto with the black orbs and the kunai that he had in his mouth, and it's the same one that was messing up Sasuke and Madara when he was Jubi mode. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much the week. I do have something exciting happening later this week. We're going to try... so Lawrence and Sebastian are not usually with me on these little chapter reactions when it first drops, right? From, other translators. So I'm making like a little mini reverie. Trying to. There's going to be some of the collabs we already had, and we're just going to link up together. I'm going to try to get these guys just to react to it, and then obviously we'll have different discussions when we come to the pod. So be on the lookout for that. It's probably going to be Thursday, 6:30, I would say, or maybe 6. Still trying to get everybody together, but it's looking pretty healthy right now. So
cool. You want me to stay spoiler free so I could join that, or?
Yeah, it's going to be a reaction. You got to stay spoiler free. That's the point of reacting. You might as well just come here Monday and we talk about it.
If you want me to join in on that or not.
I'm still,
Whatever.
yeah.
You can just say no.
Yeah, it depends because the twins are probably going to be, you know, we still need to have a show this upcoming Monday.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like the whole gang is here. Why come Monday? All right, but other than that, Seb, let's read some of these names off in live chat. Hey everybody, if you haven't liked the video, please do us that favor. It's a lot. It's good support for us.
Yeah, helps with the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, I see a bunch of names in here, a bunch of familiar names. Mike Super 17, what up, Mike? Quado, The Mortal Gods, Mosshead, Goatman Tees, Dan, Toby, Eris Chan, what's up, Eris? Trev, Killer Bee Swarm, Play Dead, Alex 2OP, Tarif Spencer, Maximilian Turner, Key, I'm pretty sure it's Key. All right, Tony Torres, Nick Quavo.
I saw that super chat. That was actually funny.
UK Simon, just so many. Twilight Straw Hat, Pimp Chimp, Rasta Vibin' Gaming, Zach Hatefield, Goku 2241, Hammer of God, D Usopp, Grim _ Young Lou, just so many. Just Don Quixote D Lily, Young Tokyo, Ace. Just we appreciate y'all all being here. Like the stream if you guys haven't already. I see you 3-Day. I see you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Yo, what were we doing? Did we call each other up?
I peeped, bro. I peeped when you walked in, and I was like, nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Like, what's going on?
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Yo, what's happening?
They legit, and you be saying about me and Lionel. I'm just saying.
Y'all way worse than this.
Yeah, this is like...
Y'all way worse than this, bro.
At least it's like inverse.
Right.
Y'all be wearing the same hoodie, the same color.
Nah.
But the same day.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Not even, man.
Mm-hmm.
You sure about that?
Lionel just be copying me.
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Yeah, no, we got it.
You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Because I explained
Yeah,
it to
no,
you.
we got it. All right, let's hit some of these super chats.
Yeah, and I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
y'all, if my voice is a little low. I lost it over the weekend. Was doing a lot.
Yeah.
We got another. We got $2 super chat from Martin Calderon. It says, "Looking forward to your takes. #GARP for life." I like that one. I like that hashtag. We got another 2 from Tony Torres. It says, "Dragon didn't slide for nobody, not even Ivankov." We will get into that, I'm sure.
We're going to get into that.
Later in the chapter. But those 2 super chats were their first 2 super chats. So thank you guys.
Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. You guys are kind. Thank you.
Yeah. We got another membership to Nakama status from Goatman Tees. So enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama.
Yes, thank you.
We got another 5 from Andre Honcho. It says, "What's up, fellas? Haven't got to donate in a while. Been working on an anime podcast myself. But y'all inspired me to get my voice out there. #TOPT, the GOAT." Hey, Andre, let us know what your podcast is called, bro. I want to see that. I want to see the takes. I want to see what you do with that, bro. Seriously. I know Larry loves to hear all the inspirational stuff.
I do.
If your podcast is mid, though, I'm going to let you know. No,
So there's been a couple anime podcasts that's been popping up lately. I've been seeing it on social media. And, I think I sent somebody a message, because they sent us a message, and I sent them one back. And I was just like, yo, like, I'm just happy to see more people doing what they want to do, you know? And that's what makes me feel good. It's like other people would probably look at this and be like, yo, aren't y'all like a little like the ocean is getting too full of ships? I'm like, nah, bro. There's a lot of ocean out there.
Yeah. What they say in Paid in Full? Everybody eats, man.
Yo, everybody can eat.
Everybody eats, man.
There's enough room for everybody. And I think that as long as you just do it, it don't even have to be like a pot. Just do whatever comes to your mind. That's it. Like, just do it. As long as you're able to just do that comes to your mind, you're going to be happy. Because then you're going to go back home, or you're going to go back wherever. You're going to go back to the person you hate at home. And
dang, bro.
You're going to be like, yo, why do I regret not doing what I wanted to do?
Yo,
and now you're stuck with like 6 kids you don't like.
Nah, don't cloud the positive affirmations on doing what you want to do with this negativity, bro.
I'm showing them something positive.
Nah, bro.
Yo, other people would probably just cheat or something like that. You don't got to do that either. Just follow your dream, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, bro.
But Honcho,
Don't cheat. Start anime podcast.
let us know the name of your podcast. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that, bro. Please.
My bad. I got sick over the weekend, so I'm good.
I see that,
yeah,
bro.
I'm good now, bro.
Y'all here sound like Drake.
Yo, you broke my heart as fire. Anyway, we got another 5 from Killer Bee Swarm. It says, was Rokushiki Oda's trial run for Haki? Or was just wasted potential? Personally, I love its introduction, but was bummed when it barely gets used. All right, so if you're a fan of this podcast, you know me and Larry are of the belief that all that stuff is just Haki low-key.
Low-key.
Training wheels for Haki,
Nope.
bases for Haki. It's all just Haki.
Low-key.
Nah, it's not.
All of it's Haki.
It's not.
Fishman Karate,
I think we have proof now.
Tekai, Haki.
No.
All right?
No.
Roku Ogan, Haki. All of
Nah.
it.
Who's Who legit kind of just proved that it's not.
It's all Haki, bro.
It's not.
Who's who know, bro?
He knows them techniques.
I don't know that, man.
He knows them techniques, and he knows hockey, and they separate.
But that was Killer Bee Swarm's first super chat, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Swarm. A lot of first super chats today.
I'm about to catch this fly with my hand, bro.
You need some chopsticks?
Yo, I'm about to. I'm about to throw my phone at it like Sebastian did to me.
Chill out, bro. We got another 5 from Laurent Cook. Yo, there's no way that's Laurent. Anyway, first time live, love the show. Need a cooler name like everybody else for my next super chat. Why doesn't Usopp get more love? I feel like he's goated. Thank you so much, Laurent. We have a cousin named Laurent.
Does he not get love?
Yes. Usopp is one of the more wanked characters in the series.
Wank.
By the fans.
Define wank, bro. That sounds perverted.
I mean, now it does.
Yeah, now it does for sure.
Now it does.
I'm confused. Tell me what you feel about wank, bro.
I wasn't gonna comment on that. I'm just gonna slide right past that.
What do you mean?
No, I guess.
You act like I never heard the term wank before.
No, I have. But
I heard like, yo, he's a wanker or something like that.
What?
I don't know.
What?
What? No.
Marv know what I'm talking about. Don't abandon me, bro. Oh, man.
I guess because I feel like Usopp and Buggy are like very similar.
Same character, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like Luffy resembles like the Roger Pirates. Usopp and Buggy are like the same character on the Roger Pirates. And if Usopp's not getting that Buggy love that Buggy be getting, that's the only I can think of. That you want him to get that love, but I think people really do like Usopp though.
I like Usopp.
Yeah, I guess.
But that was Laurent's first super chat as well, so thank you, Laurent.
Thank you.
We got another 4-month membership to Nakama status from Mugiwara Waters. It says, Kuma in my top 5 on God with the prayer emojis and 2 bears.
Nah, he should have said on Nika.
Oh, man. Kuma in your top 5 faves right now? He's a pretty dope character so far. I mean, he's not in my
Like favorite
top 5.
character? That's what he means. Faves? Top 5
assume,
five.
yeah.
I don't know.
He can't be fighting
I don't know.
based off what we've seen.
He got that that chin wonder
Cleft.
cleft. That his chin,
Yo,
bro.
The nigga chin. The nigga chin. I don't know. All right. Cool. Let us know what's your top 5.
We gotta
in the
start giving
comments,
Marv
bro.
like suggestions for audio clips.
The nigga shit is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's
So
crazy.
he could play that next time.
We got another 1-month membership to Nakama status from D. It says, how's your No Nut November going?
Wow.
By the way, the chapter connects all.
I've been No Nut November for a long time now. So I would have said I eased past it.
No comment.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about it. Okay. Moving on.
We got another 7-month membership to Shichibukai status from Project Iceman. Thank you, Ice. It says, Kuma saying, I would even make a deal with the devil. What's the saying again? Speak the devil and he shall appear. Hey, somebody was eavesdropping.
Somebody was speaking. They were spitting.
I think that covers. I don't want to say because we're gonna go into. the
Yeah,
chapter,
we're gonna go
but-
later into it.
Yeah.
Well, we got another 2 from Terrence Matthews. It says, I just need to see Dragon fight just once, please. It ain't coming this chapter, my guy. I'll tell you that. We got another 5 from Kermit.
What is it? What did Sebastian say about Garp? He is found wanting.
You've been measured and found wanting. Yo,
You know what that
Lifestyle's
means?
a good one, bro.
You know what that means? That's my movie.
That's a
Nice
good movie, bro.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
You know what that means,
Pleasure,
right?
bro.
You know what that means, right?
Hmm.
Finally wanting. It just simply put, it means you're lacking.
Yeah,
You're lacking in stuff, so you.
Bro, I
you're
felt like
want.
we all knew that.
Yeah, right.
I asked you if you knew what that means. You
I
want?
thought you had deeper meaning.
Yeah.
That's
I thought
in
you
the-
was gonna add context.
Yeah.
I did.
Like
Did
some,
you?
I thought you were gonna speak like some biblical like.
Right. I thought he
knowledge.
was about to be like
But he was
First
just like,
Corinthians.
nah. This is just lacking.
Yeah, you're lacking, man.
All right, Lawrence, my bad.
You're not him, bro.
You know.
You know what, Lawrence?
You are not him.
You're found wanting.
You're found wanting.
Your response was found wanting, bro.
My response.
But we got another 5 from Kermit. It says, or Kremit, I always say his name wrong. It says, great to finally make a live again. But I gotta correct y'all. The last 2 pods, y'all kept saying Bonnie was 12 at 𝗲𝗏𝗍𝗪 when she was 10 pre-time skip. Yeah, that tracks, because it's been 2 years since we saw her.
Oh, my bad.
My fault, bro.
We didn't count time
she's
skip.
14?
We counted time
No,
skip. my bad.
she's 12. Now.
She's
we
12
were
that-
saying she was 12 back.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that's what
yeah.
we like. You
My
knew,
fault, Kremit.
you knew what we meant.
My fault,
No,
bro.
we said you. I was basing off because it said she was like what?
You don't need to explain yourself, King. Alright? He knew.
More do you want?
Premise said we was found wanting, bro.
Yeah, he did.
We got another 7-month membership to Nakama status from the broker. What's up,
brokey.
broker? It says, hi, guys. Crazy it's been 7 months since my first call. Hey, man. Time flies.
Yo, broker, if you could find me the first time you called, let me know, cause I want to put like a mini video together.
Like a broker compilation?
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
but that takes work on my end, and I'm not trying to do all that. So if you could help me
Yes.
out, that would be amazing.
Somebody, it doesn't have to be broker. Find broker's first call. It was 7 months ago, apparently.
7 months.
But yeah, speaking of callers, we got another 2 from Nerd Taku, the OG caller. It says, showing some love, excited to hear your thoughts. Hashtag TOPT. Thank
boy
you.
Taku.
Taku, thank you.
Been a minute.
Taki.
Got another 10 from Tricky Ricky. It says, longtime fan, first Suncor chat live? I don't know. Do y'all think Saturn dies in Egghead?
Ooh.
I want to say yes. If I had to take a
I
poll,
hope.
I say yes.
I don't wish death upon nobody, but like,
I'll be wishing it.
I mean, the Special Dragons, they do they all deserve it. So,
Jesus, bro.
I just going back into the incident. Why is it called that?
Yeah,
But I kind of feel like it'll be labeled something heavier if one of them was taken out. But
Let's
I
go.
think they're gonna be for later, so maybe not yet.
clip him.
Clip them slowly.
Slowly.
Let Bonnie do it. We got another 5 from Brazil. Oh, she's like 12 now. Really, that's kind of dark. Let her do it anyway. We got another 5 from Brazilian Volleyballs. It says, hey guys, love the channel. What made up devil fruits would you like to see in a series that doesn't exist? Hashtag TOPT is the best. Thank you. Made up devil fruits. Lawrence has his complete capability control fruit, which is basically just the Nika fruit. If we
I want a
No, it's
devil
more than
fruit.
that, man. It's
I
more
want a
than
devil
that.
fruit that I could like just grow my nails.
Stop.
How like whenever I want.
Bro, we have the perfect devil fruit already created, bro.
What is it?
The yak no me, bro.
The Latino
Model
model?
Latina.
Model
Need
Latina.
it. Need it,
Oh,
Oda. Need it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's majestic.
I mean, I guess you could chalk it up to light, but what about the? I'm thinking about like the Speed Force, but the speed fruit. You know,
You like doing things fast?
I like running fast or moving fast. I can't with you, bro.
But yeah, let us know what devil fruits you guys want to see in the chat.
Yeah, right in the chat.
We got another 5 from Regal Sloth. It says, you guys think Garp deserved to go at Sakazuki like he did after doing nothing to help Ace? Because that had me seething. We go over the Garp Ace thing a lot on this
Yeah,
channel, it seems.
We do.
I didn't have a problem with Garp feeling away. He's human.
Should have did what he's supposed to do, bro.
He wasn't standing on business to you? All right. We got another 5 from Shadow. It says, "Sup, fellas? Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Thoughts on the next island after Egghead? 𝗏𝐵 or somewhere else? If it ain't 𝗏𝐵, I'm gonna be tight."
Dropping the show if it ain't
That's
𝗏𝐵.
crazy.
Really?
That's wild.
That's it. I got Sebastian taking
wild.
over, bro.
That's wild.
That's it.
You don't think it's a little too early for Egghead? I mean, for
We in
𝗏𝐵?
the final phase of the series, bro.
I think we go somewhere else.
How? The log poses directly said 𝗏𝐵 is next. No,
Did it?
It did.
it did.
Did it?
Yeah.
sure?
That like locks it in.
Something can happen.
I mean, something could happen, but screw that. Kuma's existence kind of makes anything possible, but screw that. But yeah, we got another 5 from 𝗵𝑝𝑒𝑠34. It says, "With 𝑆hiKI becoming canon now, do you see more characters from movies becoming canon?"
Nah, 𝗍𝐿 was canon before the movie.
Yeah, 𝗍KI's been more canon than any other movie character because he had his own chapter dedicated to him.
Yeah.
Nobody else has gotten that. I love Bullet, but he ain't never got that.
Nah, he never.
Yeah, he ain't never got that. Shout out to Gold, though.
You did Z, and he would be like.
Shout out to Z, too. You know what I'm saying? He was on that cover page or whatever.
Yeah.
We got another 5 from Michael Chavez. It says, "Sabo obviously did his thing in the Reverie. Where would he rank if he joined the Straw Hats hypothetically?" Ooh, it's a good one.
Where would he rank?
He's above Sanji and Jinbei for sure. It's really is a question as to whether he's.
What?
What you mean what? What you mean what?
You think he above Jinbei?
Yes. Oh man, chill out, bro. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
All right.
He Luffy big, bro.
I ain't trying to do it today, bro.
You got Jinbei over Sabo?
Yeah.
All right. Lawrence?
I'm leaning towards Sabo, in all honesty. Like, yeah.
He'd be up there with Zoro.
Mm.
That's how I feel.
Mm.
That's how I feel. Anyway, we got another 10 from Anthony Herrera. It says, "Lionel isn't here again." Shaking my head. This is why he gets OT in Udon forever. He's the GOAT though. But his dragon stocks are crashing down throughout those past chapters. These past chapters. Hashtag Seb for Charlos. Hashtag Larry has the suds. What?
The suds.
Yeah, the suds from SpongeBob, bro.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah.
Is it when SpongeBob was sick? Because he's a sponge, has the suds.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
you have the suds. So like they hear it in your voice, they think you sound under the weather.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go search up suds after this now.
It's not that negative, bro. It's just funny.
Yeah, I know. I want to laugh.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
We got another 2 from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, "Top 5 anime waifus."
Yeah, we did this before. No
It's
offense.
all anime.
Yeah, but this is gonna be hard.
Indeed. Sorry, Mahmoud. Hit me in the Discord. I'll try to drop my
Should we just do it?
I'm trying to think of who would be.
Yeah, and Lawrence is not gonna know. All right, so I'll just name mine off. Reika from Gantz.
It's a good one.
What's this purple chick? The purple haired chick from High School of the Dead with the
Hey
sword.
yo, check that age, bro. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Bro, it's in high school. Tweak it, bro.
No, hold on, bro. Yo.
I don't even remember how old Reika was, bro. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. We're skipping this. We're skipping this, bro.
You trying to make him act
I
up.
try to get you out of there, bro.
I'm done, yo. Yeah, we out.
Another 10 from Sofo. It says, "Oda dropped Bonnie's age during..." Come on. No, November on purpose.
Bruh.
Hashtag no naughty thoughts. Oh, man.
Bruh.
I feel like you waited a little too long for all that.
It's going in the wrong
Hell,
direction.
it is, bro. The last 2 super chats.
Yeah, we're done.
Chill out, y'all. We got another 2 from Project Iceman. It says, "Feel like Oda desperately hiding Dragon's power. LOL." Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Keep coping.
He's trying to keep the mystique.
Yeah.
Or the
the
mysterious.
mystique is
Yeah.
definitely still there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. We got another 10 from Nika Dakota. It says, much love, fellas. Can't wait to get into the chapter this week. We trying.
Yeah, we trying.
Another 2 from the broker. It says, broker compilation would be amazing. Love you guys. Love you too, bro.
Right.
Another 5 from Trev. Imagine Venus uses his sword like Luffy in Wano. Bruh.
Who's Venus?
Wait, what?
Venus Juro, the Gorosei.
Yeah.
If he starts punching people with that sword, he's we got another 5 from Luffy Nick. It says, Larry howling about a date. A couple pods ago, the CDs gotta become rabbits and let everyone else hunt them. Shout out to Marv, honk for #BuggyGang. I don't even know. I don't know.
I'm confused.
I'm confused too.
Sorry, yo.
You really sick, bro.
I was.
Don't touch me. We got another 5 from Sofo. It says, best L fruit combo, Yami Yami no Mi, and Yak Yak fruit model Latina Ride fruit. Ride fruit and the
we gotta get past this, bro. we can't entertain this, bro.
I'm entertained as hell, though.
Can't entertain it, bro.
We got another 5 from Bryce D. Waterlaw. It says, Dragon better start standing on business or I'ma lose faith in this man. He def not acting like a top 2 in the verse.
We'll get to it.
We got another 20 from Kremet. It says, gotta say, not a Mihawk stan. But do y'all think after seeing so many elite Haki users without black blades, do y'all think it's complete mastery of swordsmanship and Haki, and not just Haki? And no hate from me. Love y'all. Appreciate that, Kremet. I don't know. My mind is open about black swords, black blades, and what it actually takes. I assume it's Haki plus swordsmanship, but what does that mean? How do you quantify that? How does a blade identify that it's time for that to happen?
Yeah.
Right. So
I always just use a little bit of what I guess that Monk was saying, because to me, right, when Mihawk explained to Zoro didn't fully get it, and then when that Monk was explaining it to Zoro, and he used the words that Ryuma forged his blade black, then Zoro started to understand, saying, so you mean to tell me that black blade's not its original color? So whatever forging the sword is, but he expressed it like it's through battle, you know? And we know what Ryuma's background is, that he was solely by himself, fighting and protecting Wano by himself. So he went through a lot. So just like, for example, you could kind of maybe even link it to how Haki blooms under, adversity, or like, not the way it's the only way you're going to bloom, but through trial and fighting someone strong. Maybe forging it black is when you're fighting someone, of caliber, and you forge it black through hardship with your blade,
Yeah.
But you also got to conquer the blade.
were you just typing with your pointer fingers?
Yo, what do you want me to do, bro?
What's that, bro?
Let me live, bro.
All right, anyway, we got one final super chat from Buggity Dragon. It says, Harry Broker comp is all I want for Christmas with a black Santa Claus. We'll work on it. Probably, maybe. We'll see. Bye. That's all supers.
All right, let's do it. So if you haven't liked the video already, please like the video. Helps us a lot. So let's get to it, gentlemen. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get into One Piece chapter 1099. So we have a reader request. It's by Match and Takeshi. And it says, raccoon dogs fixing up Odin's hair. And we actually see this on the cover. Did you guys have any wild theories or thoughts regarding this? And we'll start with Lawrence.
Like, this is probably one of the few ones where I could relate with Sebastian. Like, you really just blew right past it. That's what I did. Sometimes I look at it a little more. But this one, I was like, oh, Odin. I wonder why, because, he's passed. So I was like, but I don't got time for that. I want to read the chapter. So then I just skipped it. So no.
Yeah, I need to support Oda, bro. Anyway, Seb?
Listen, bro. I didn't even read what the reader request was. I saw Odin and said, skip. We passed Wano, bro. I'm an Egghead now.
Okay.
I want to see Kuma, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see Vegapunk, bro.
Got you. Nothing?
Not a thing. I don't even think I saw it the first time. I was like... So serious.
All right. What happened?
The super chat. I'm sorry.
All
That was
right.
funny to me.
So I didn't have any wild theories. I just, I always ask, why would Oda pick this, right? Why would he put raccoon dogs on Odin, fixing his hair, and like, it's like raccoon dogs in Wano basically again, right? So I was like, I think Oda purposely picked this specific reader request because in Wano, the Ebisu town is the only town that ate the smile fruits but weren't cured. So since Chopper, who's considered a raccoon dog by mistake by most individuals in the show, he's probably going to come back to Wano to fix the land of Ebisu. And that way, Chopper will like actually be able to cure all diseases. And this is the one he didn't do so. So it's like Oda telling us this might happen in the future.
Okay.
Cool.
I hope so. I hope so.
I hope they never cure them.
Dang.
Yeah, you need help. Better help.
Better help.
All right.
You need more than that.
Let's do the super chats again and then we'll go right back.
Real quick, we got 2-month membership to Nakama status from Garbage D Fishman.
Thank you.
It says, this Thanksgiving, I want to thank Dragon.
He ain't giving.
Thankful for what, bro? What are you thankful for? We got another 279 from Garbage D Fishman. It says, hashtag Charlos gang, hashtag Orochi gang, hashtag Spandom gang, hashtag Seb gang.
You know what the fans' relationship with Dragon is? It's like, you had those friends who like didn't have their dads there, but they were like, I think my dad is like the best person in the world.
Who?
Or like,
what friends did you have?
no, there's like they look up to their non-existent relationships. Like it could be like their brother or like their cousin or like their dad or like their mom.
Okay.
And they're just like, like I just look up to you. It's like, bro, he's never there though. What do you got to look up to? I'm just letting y'all know that y'all relationship with Dragon is abusive.
It's
It's
abusive.
a little abusive.
Like the show.
Like the stream, y'all.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. So this the chapter is titled Pacifist. It opens up with Sorbet citizens telling Kuma he's done enough. Kuma's bleeding, panting. They explain there's no saving the rest and to come back. He's gonna lose his life. King Bakori mentions that a kingdom in the Far East also burned away the trash of their kingdoms and were praised by the celestial dragons for it, all to bring forth bliss and prosperity. Sorbet citizens storm the castle, and Bakori tells his soldiers to murk a handful of them and they'll be rewarded. So they do. Then Kuma arrives, filled with rage. We head back to the church and citizens are worried and telling Bonnie to stay inside. Bonnie says she hopes her dad is safe since he's a chicken. Someone yells at Kuma about how if he strikes the king, he knows what will happen to the kingdom. Kuma defends the people anyway, and this event would be later known as the Solo Revolution of Sorbet Kingdom. We head back to Marijoa. It's been reported that Sorbet has a new king, and Saturn asks who it is, since it's strange. The people of Sorbet have named Kuma its king, their king, and he still lives in the church. Kuma likes to think he's a figurehead, and the old king, the previous ruler before Bakori, is, the actual king, Bulldog. The people of Sorbet don't mind it because even though they were poor, they were happy. And we'll leave it there. So, guys, what did you feel about the first part of the chapter? We'll start with Seb.
I said this before. I like to see angry Kuma. As messed up as it is in the situations that he finds himself in, I like to see that rage from him because he's always such a pacifist. That like duality of man where it's like, I'm super calm all the time, but if you mess with my people, this is the version of me you're going to get. I like that in a character. I thought the artwork was really good.
Yeah.
I thought the burning houses, the homes on fire, I thought the shading of like Bakori, as evil as he looked, and like I thought that was really dope. The shading, how we got that. And Bonnie's reaction to Kuma, like she hasn't really seen him in action, for real. He's been away, he's been back, but he's been like being a super loving father figure to her. for her to see him like enrage and storm out like that, and to have this solo revolution of the kingdom, I thought that was really fire. That giant, I don't know if it's a 𝗧𝗪𝙪 shock or not. That's one of my favorite moves in the series.
Yeah, for sure.
Him just doing the, I don't know if that's what that is or not, but I love that move. Probably not. But in general, it's good to see the palm with the giant like spirit palm kind of thing going on. Saturn really seems to be connected to the storyline throughout. He had the conversation with Kuma. He had the conversation, I think, in this chapter right now. I mean, with Kuma when he was a kid. He's the one being alerted here. Obviously, he's on Egghead. So there's something more there, right, with Saturn. People have theorized that he's actually Bonnie's father. I don't know if I go that far with it. I think that'd be a little too on the nose, a little too cliche, but we'll see. I loved them basically having Kuma be this king, but him understanding that that's not who he is. That's not who he is as a person, and them actually having the old king, Bulldog, be the guy who runs the day-to-day, and have him be this figurehead who lives in the church, because he gets to stay true to who he is, right? He's this man of the cloth. He's not a king. He's not trying to run a country. He's trying to just be Kuma. He's trying to be Bonnie's dad. So I really like that. And shout out to Bulldog. If you know, you know. You feel me? That's for you, 𝐷𝐴𝐵. But that's as far as we got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about as far. Yeah. So that's it for me.
All right, Law.
Yeah, I agree with a little bit what Sebastian was saying. Enraged Kuma, but it's more like seeing him fight for, like, he shows something that he doesn't really fight for himself, but he'll fight for other people. You know, he'll let himself take the brunt of everything. But when it comes to, like, protecting people and freeing people, or, you know, putting himself in harm's way or in danger, even risking his own life, like, they're even yelling at him, come back. There's no point in trying to save more people because they're not going to make it. But Kuma's there, you know, so trying to get out of there. And that's what I appreciate about Kuma and his character, right? And honestly, one thing I will say, a little disappointed in Kuma, because to me, he's like, you should have just took out the king, you know? Honestly, what he should have did, and like the sense of justice. So in this panel here, above where we see Bonnie right next to her, it says, hurry up, treat the wounded. So obviously the people that they rescued, you know, what Kuma should have did is repel as much damage, suffering, and hurt from all the people that king's doing from, right? Put it all together.
Put it onto the king.
Give it to the king. This is what you're putting the people through. That's what I would have. That's what I believe Kuma should have did, because you know it's like you need to know what you're doing to these people, and these older ones. Like he's even talking about like, and it's a shout out to the 𝚲𝐻 kingdom, right? And it shows that we got word that what the you know, Luffy's hometown, where Ace and Sabo were kids, they succeeded in burning the trash and getting rid of all what they viewed as lesser people when they're not. You know, they're people just like them, right? But they were successful in it. And how he's saying all this stuff and how he views it, right? That prosperity, and you have to steal your heart, as in this is something to try to please the celestial dragons, right? So it shows how wicked he is. But again, all you're just putting these people, I believe Kuma should have made a suffering bubble and thrown it on the king. Like this is what you put the people. Like, you know, I just believe he should have did that. And because like it looked like he was face to face with the king too. It's like you got even there, but then you let him go. And I want to touch about this a little later on about something, but it goes into with Kuma's personality. But I like how he shows that Kuma single-handedly took over the king. Like I mentioned before, like as soon as we saw that the king came back, I'm like, this is where he's going to become king, and we see that right here. And it makes sense, like you mentioned, that he's king, but like so much not really the king. You know, he's like the figurehead. But yeah, I don't really have much here.
Yeah. So for me, just you know, it's crazy that Oda has made us live with Kuma for so long, and he was emotionless. And he happens to be the one character now who shows the most emotion in One Piece. Like, there's never a point in time where he's, like, not showing emotion now. And just hearing that kingdoms from other places hear about other kingdoms' doings, they start to take their ideals and put it into effect for their own kingdoms to solve their problems. That's crazy to me. Like, that shows that not only do kingdoms want to interact with each other, but they learn from each other and try to do, crazy things as well. And that Far East kingdom was 𝗀𝐽 kingdom. Like, they burnt the trash, and then the celestial dragons praised them for it. It's so much like the celestial dragons we know they're the worst, but even though we know they're going to do the worst stuff, it's still sometimes surprising to me that they still just find so much joy and stuff like that. So that was kind of crazy for me. And at first, I didn't think Kuma was going to do anything. I thought maybe he'd probably like throw the 𝗵𝗁 somewhere else where they couldn't find him or something like that. Like, he just lands in like a heap of trash himself and lives there. But he really took to town on this castle. Like, he destroyed it. And it's showing that Kuma's starting to become a little bit more reckless ever since Jenny passed away. And now that Bonnie is like on her last legs before she passes away, it's like he's like in a state of frenzy. And it's kind of interesting because when we see people of faith have their faith tested, it brings them to like a crossroads of, do I continue to be faithful, or do I stray from the path and do something against that faith, which puts me in a more like unfortunate position. So just seeing that Kuma's experiencing that himself, it makes him a little bit more human, in my opinion. It shows that he's not just like this buccaneer who has special lineage or special traits about his physiology. No, like, he's an actual person that's like suffering in a way. Like, his daughter hasn't left the church since she's been born, and it's like, how has he become a great father, but at the same time rescue his daughter, but then at the same time free his kingdom, but at the same time become a revolutionary and follow his dream? It's like his dream and his parenthood is clashing. And it seems like he doesn't know what to do. And I can't say, like, I think every man, like, it's different for women and men, in my opinion, but heartbreak is overall the worst thing for, like, somebody, right? Especially when they're in love. We don't know if Kuma's even past his heartbreak. So he might be still dealing with the like she's gone. Like, I can never get her back. And when your faith is tested, that situation becomes even worse. Because it's like, yo, why did you take her from me? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm starting to think from Kuma's aspect. It's like the religious part is so heavy on him. So let me think religiously. So it's kind of interesting to me just to see Kuma just react the way he is. Saturn being the only 𝗀𝐽 member, I guess, now that's ever involved. How much One Piece do we actually get? Is there a 𝗀𝐽 member for each arc we gonna have?
Bro, it's gonna be a 𝗀𝐽 guy, bro.
Listen, bro.
Thug it.
I know Saturn ain't the one 𝗀𝐽 member we trying to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that guy. So I find it very interesting that Saturn is so involved, especially with Buccaneer lineage.
Well, he's the scientist, god of science and defense or whatever. So, like, I think within the Egghead arc, it makes sense that he's the guy. And within the flashback, again, there's some tie here with him. I know he had the speech with the Buccaneer race and stuff with Kuma, but, like, you're right. We're seeing a lot of Saturn.
Yeah.
Nobody else got comments. Nobody else is getting alerted about this stuff. Nobody else.
It's like they're that confident, but they mess up all the time. I don't get it. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
I actually had one more I forgot to mention. I thought it was very interesting. Like, I didn't add too much about the Saturn thing, but like, because I feel like you guys are gonna cover it. But I noticed here we see this again with the kingdoms, right? We hear another kingdom here where it mentions they lived in like a peace and they were rich in spirit, but they didn't have much money. Doesn't that remind you of 𝗪𝗪𝗪?
𝗪𝗪𝗪,
Yeah.
So I don't know if Oda's trying to play off, like, for example, because I don't think all kingdoms that are happy, right, are just, not well off financially or like poor kingdoms, but...
And that's funny, because I don't think that money being the root of all evil has ever been like a major theme in One Piece. I know it's been like the driving factor for a few villains, but like, that's never really been the theme. Like, money at the end of the day is the root of this evil.
No.
So it's interesting to your point. I thought the same thing when I was reading. I was like, Is being broke really just the key to happiness? Like, I don't see that personally, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it can mean, it depends on like how I go word it, or like it depends on where your focus is. Like I would say this, it's because I know you say you want me to add like a biblical like thought towards it. One, I'll mention that the Bible doesn't say that money is the root of all evil things. It says the love of money. Right, the pursuit of like it over other things. Like if you're pursuing money, or that's your main focus, or it becomes your love over your family, over your friendship, over God, over things that you should put ahead of money, right? Where it becomes your main focus, where your main thing in life is to become money, or it creates you, because we see how money can make people, it changes people, or it can make people act in a selfish manner, right? A materialistic me. That love of money kind of goes to people's hearts, where it makes you act kind of like wickedly, you know? But it didn't say that money is the root of evil. It says the love of it causes people to act, you know, a certain way. So I'll say that the Bible actually says money can be a protection, but it's all about a balance of your view towards things. But it mentions like your view towards things can change how you act. So
The sin of greed, baby. All right, let's hit some of these super chats. Guys, if you haven't liked the show so far, please like the show.
Yeah, we got 2 super chats sitting. 5 from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, being real though, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Love your channel. And Dragon deserves the hate. Arlong has done more than him. Shout out to Arlong. I love Arlong.
See, you got to phrase that.
He was about that money.
No. He was about that money.
He was for his people first.
I can't say Arlong has done more, but Arlong has shown to do more. You know? Because Dragon is doing a lot, but we're just not seeing anything.
You think Dragon got a 6-pack like that? Arlong was shredded. Shredded.
Well, he swims like every... No, he swims like every day.
We got another 5 from Sedgefield. It says, do you guys think if Arlong meets Luffy again, he'd have more respect for him since Fishman Island is under Luffy's protection now? That is an interesting question.
I don't even know if he'd be able to stand in front of Luffy without passing out.
Arlong had...
I'm going to be real.
His will was strong for what it was trying. He wasn't strong, but his will was strong.
His ignorance was strong. You mean. His racism was strong.
Shout out to Arlong. I'm an Arlong.
That would be an interesting question, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if he would respect him. I doubt it. Because it wasn't necessarily the respect for humans. It was the evils that humans were capable of that he didn't like. So he was like, regardless if you're a good person or not, yo, that's it. Like, I'm done with you. And we seen that with Koala. When they came on the ship, he didn't want Koala. And even after she like cried and stuff like that, the only reason he didn't like eat her was because Fisher Tiger was there.
Yeah.
So the question is really, it's complex, because there was a modicum of respect that Arlong even had for Nami and her capabilities. Like, he had the ability to respect humans. He just hated them because of what he knew what they were capable of and what they had done to his people over time.
No, you're right.
So it's like, it's weird with Luffy, because I don't think he doesn't value what Luffy's done. The protection of Fishman Island, I don't know that he would value it in the same way that he did, because Nami could help him, right? Protecting Fishman Island in the way that Luffy did, while yes, it is helping his people, it's not the way he wanted it. You know what I mean? Like, he's still more hoodie than he is Jinbei at the end of the day.
No.
It'd be like it'd be like one of those racist fathers when their daughter brings home like
a black guy.
Yeah, like it'd be like I know you do good for my daughter, but I don't care because I feel what I feel.
Yeah.
So that would be the relationship I think he would have. It wouldn't be real respect until there was more there. But
no, I agree, because also too with Arlong, it wasn't just like what they're capable of. He legit believed that fishmen were superior. Because it's like what he also hated was the view that humans had towards fishmen. It was like, you guys view us as inferior, disgusting, stuff like that. He goes like, because he would always say that we could breathe underwater, humans can't. Fishmen are born naturally 10 times stronger than normal humans. You guys are just weaker than us. We are the inferior species. Right, and you guys look at us like we're nothing, that we're scum and stuff like that. So that hate grew because how they would treat fishermen, what they would do, and their view towards it. When he felt like that view shouldn't be there, that we're the ones should be ruling, and not you guys. So it depend. it'll be interesting, and also like how because he's not stronger than Jinbei. Because I know him and Jinbei would like fought on Tiger's ship about a few things. So, but now that you know what Luffy did for Fishman Island, and now Jinbei's also part of the crew, like how would Arlong respond?
The poll's 50-50 right now. I'm gonna end it there.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I like that.
Yeah. Send more of those, y'all. We got another 5 from Zai. It says, hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Much like Larry, I'm feeling the sickness right now. And this is the best way to help me get through it. Much love. Thank you, Zai. And I hope y'all did have an awesome Thanksgiving. I know mine was dope. I haven't asked Larry about his yet. So
It was cool. Yeah, I got sick. All right. Anything else? Or is that it?
That's it.
All right, guys, let's like that video real quick, but also let's get into the next question. All right, ready? So, people see a grown woman running around who looks exactly like Ginny. Everyone is shocked. Even Kuma gasps. This woman yells out that it's Bonnie. She's getting ready for her and Kuma's adventures for when she reaches the age of 10. Bonnie looks in the mirror and doesn't even recognize herself. She actually screams out loud, causing the church to shake. They ask her if she's eaten a devil fruit, and apparently, Kuma passed out. Kuma and friends call over a doctor, and he's looking through a devil fruit book to locate which one she has, and he believes it's the 𝐴𝐻𝐻 fruit. Bonnie tries changing, but can't. Then all of a sudden, she's an old woman. Then Bulldog shows up and says his mother, Connie, is already here, insinuating that's who Bonnie is. King 𝗏𝗁 is said to have come back. The government has painted Kuma in the newspapers as a tyrant by seizing sorbet. Everyone's upset. 𝗏𝗏𝗁 is coming back. Kuma says it won't happen. He says after he gets rid of him, he can't come back here. Bulldog will have to officially take over for good. Kuma says to take care of Bonnie, and she says she'll miss him. Kuma takes off and destroys the ships with 𝗏𝗏𝗁 on it, leaving his daughter at sorbet. Lawrence, what did you think about this part of the chat, bro?
I thought it was funny. Like, one, how did Bonnie get this fruit? Like, because she's been in the church the entire time. Where did it just appear? But then it makes me think how we saw it, a fruit kind of appear one time amongst a symbol of other fruits, right? So, like, maybe that happened when they had a basket of fruits. I'm not really sure. Oda hasn't really explained that. But, like, I thought it was so weird because where are they getting this fruit? Where the fruit just appeared right here, and she's been in the church to try to just eat it. And then this whole situation had me dying. Where like one real quick, I'll say it. Yeah, and how he grabs the older lady like, and you're idiots, and she's just quiet about it, like cause you know who you are. It's just like this, but had me. I thought it was funny, but also too. So now and also too, they have the ability book.
Yeah.
Is this just access to everybody? Everyone can get their hands on this book? Like, because he's just reading about abilities. Yeah, this is the 𝐴𝐻𝐻 fruit. So we saw Blackbeard had it when he was like practically homeless and he was a little kid reading it. This doctor had it. We seen the, I think someone else had it too. You know, but we're seeing the book more common now. I was trying reading the words too on the book, but I couldn't make it out. But
it says devil fruit.
It says devil fruit? Oh,
yeah.
No. That's something like, I guess this is the book that's just put out there.
I have a weird theory about it.
Yeah.
So my theory is that those books are not giving out to the public. They're actually held only for Grand Line scholars, right? Grand Line scholars that are directly connected to the world government. Because when Lucci and Kaku and Spandam were all talking at Ennis Lobby, I think, and he was about to hand them devil fruits, and they were speaking like, oh, you can't eat 2 devil fruits or unless your body will just implode, right?
Yeah.
They were saying that there was like Grand Line scholars or Red Line scholars. I forgot which one of the lines it was. But he was saying like those scholars are able to tell us because they have knowledge. Like this is where the rumors came from. So we also heard it. We heard it 2 other times from Blackbeard when he was explaining his devil fruit to Ace, and he said that he searched through the devil fruit encyclopedia. And then we heard it the other time with Sanji and his father, and they talked about the devil fruit book as well, right? Both of these guys, I don't know where Blackbeard would have got the encyclopedia from, but Judge is directly connected to the world government, right? And the scholars, I mean, all these doctors might just be Grand Line scholars or Red Line scholars. They might have had access to that library.
Okay.
So this doctor here might be a doctor from the line.
Interesting.
It is interesting. The question would be, like you said, how Blackbeard got his hands on it, but I mean, is it possible Blackbeard's from a royal family? Because technically, they didn't get this information until after they talked to Bulldog, who was the former king, after Sorbet got overthrown.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, is this scholar person one of his people? You know what I'm saying? Like, Judge had it, Sanji's a prince, like, stands to reason. You have to be in a royal line or whatever to have access to this kind of stuff.
It'd be interesting because even when he went to Drum Island, what were they known for? Having the most elite doctors ever.
Yeah. And Blackbeard went there.
Exactly, and we never knew why. A lot of people assumed that it was Chopper's devil fruit. But then again, it's like, that's a connection as to the whole, like, the Grand Line or Red Line scholar theory for Blackbeard. Would it be dope if he came from, like, a doctor family like Law did? That'd be interesting. But instead of, it would be like an archaeologist from the world government, because we've only had archaeologists from O'Hara, right?
Yeah.
But he might be an archaeologist from the world government. That would be an interesting flip on the whole story. Like, yo, we got ours too.
Yeah, they kind of showed that because they were named the archaeologists from O'Hara, kind of saying that not all archaeology they were just here, but they're all over, and just the ones from O'Hara ended up getting.
Yeah, they were wilding out.
Yeah.
So we had to take them out.
Had to take them out.
That'd be interesting though.
Yeah. In regards to this section of the chapter.
Wait, was Lawrence done?
Oh, were you done?
I was gonna add just a few more. Just I thought
Mad
it was
rude, bro.
My fault. I thought you was done. You cut him off.
No, you said you had to.
I was adding to it. You said nah, yo, my turn.
And I thought it was interesting how. So now we get where, because I was always wondering where, why when Bonnie turned to the old lady on Mary Dross, why it was like why they thought it was
Connie.
Yeah.
From Sorbet.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. And now we get the answer. And it's just weird that when she goes that old form, that they look exactly alike, you know? So Bonnie just used that as a cover. And how old is this lady? Because this king is like, he's the way they show it. Yeah, he's ridiculously old. So it's like, is he? Because I think the oldest person we have recorded in One Piece so far is Chopper's basically mom, right? She's like 120, 130.
I think she 140, bro.
Yeah? Because this guy has got to be like in his.
Bro, I'd still clap, bro.
Okay.
The question is did Bulldog pass?
I'm down bad, bro.
Because come on, bro. Because she's the Queen Dowager, right? Which is her late husband. But like, was Bulldog out there? I don't know.
It looks like I guess her because he said that's his mom. So wait, no, yeah, because he's the son. So the king passed.
Yeah, 2 generations ago.
Yeah. So then but I was gonna add here.
You got this, Lawrence.
I'm just trying to keep my train of thought because we keep switching. And then
we cutting you off.
Yeah, like right there. Anyway, obviously, of course, how we got the Tyrant title, you know, it's basically propaganda from. This is why I say you got to take out that king, like, you know what I'm saying? Because why wouldn't he come back? And it's like, Kuma, if you kind of took care of him, maybe again, but I'm saying this, but also he's supposed to be a man of the cloth. Doing that's not really in your.
Lawrence out here advocating the catching of bodies.
Hey.
Yeah, you wildin', bro.
I mean, if you're deserving of death, I was gonna say I could use Bible examples where like,
okay,
you know,
all right,
people of faith have taken out some people, right? But this dude's evil. Anyway, I'm just saying this dude's evil, and if you're deserving of death, you're deserving of death. You know.
Lawrence, just go, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
You made me lose my train of thought.
You want to pass, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
I could have stopped this.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, my bad, yo.
Hey, it's your guys' fault.
I was pushing against the current.
You guys' fault.
I'm tired of you messing with me.
It's you guys' fault.
All right. Anyway, the body transformation was funny as hell. I laughed out loud reading that, bro. I really did.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I thought it did work. Like, I was like, oh, she really did turn into, like, the old lady. She said she was hideous and stuff, right? And then it was like, nah, this is her. And I see her in the background. He's still holding her. I was like, bruh. But it's funny that the motivation that Bonnie had to change her age resulted in her eating this fruit, it feels like. Like, I know there was the whole manifestation of devil fruits. Is it possible that Bonnie dreamt, like, wished for this fruit enough that it manifested itself? Because she wanted to be older. Like, she absolutely wanted to be older, 100%.
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was her whole goal. She's training for when she's ready to be that age. And out of nowhere, she is this now. Obviously, she eats heavy, like her mom, but, like, is it possible that she manifested this fruit and it spawned and she ate it right there? Because we didn't see no fruit. There was no... Like, normally you see people eat the fruit. Like, there's some, it's in a basket. It's something. There's some way to identify that it was eaten.
Yeah.
She just, out of nowhere, was able to turn into this age thing now.
Nah, you just made me think.
What's up?
This right here. Because you know how, like, going by what Vegapunk's theory is, right? But what if you could kind of draw the ability or the fruit towards you by your strong desire or will to it, like Sebastian just mentioned, right? Because if you think about it, Blackbeard, his whole life looking for the darkness, yummy yummy fruit. And it kind of gravitated towards, not to him, but he found it, granted, someone else picked it up, but it came to him. Like, what are the odds of that?
It was when he was about to give up.
Yeah, right? And then I thought of, for example, I tried tying it to, like, Luffy a little bit with him wanting to be free and how he kept saying when Sabo's passing, right? And how he wants the strength to protect it. I'm going to get stronger, stronger, stronger because he didn't want to lose anybody, right? And the whole thing Luffy's journey is about becoming stronger so he doesn't have to lose anybody. Being the freest person on the sea because the Pirate King, because he'd be able to live all he wants and have everyone with him. So I'm trying to think other people, other situations or other people who have abilities or fruits that through their, because I remember I've always said this, in the past, is I thought it was strange how a lot of people's abilities just match their personality or them to, like, the T.
It's funny, Lawrence was the first person to point this out to me.
Yeah.
Way back. I'm talking, like, Moria era.
Yeah.
That I was reading or watching. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I wonder if Oda's playing on here. That could be a situation where, like, how their abilities match their personality or the way they are to the T. What if that's for a reason?
Yeah. I don't have much else. I'll just say I think we called that Kuma wasn't going to actually be a tyrant. He was going to be labeled that as from the world government. I think it's good to get confirmation or clarification on that. And then shout out to him for taking out Bakori. Like, I know Lawrence said he should have did it earlier. I ain't mad at how it transpired. Like, you want to keep your faith. You don't want to just murk a dude. But, like, if this is what it's on now, then it's time.
It's time, man.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Bonnie for doing it. She turned into the old lady. Like, the little, she's like, I did it. It's kind of funny. Old lady, like, yo, what's happening?
Connie, bro. My turn?
Yeah.
All right. What was I going to say? Wait, where did, oh yeah, I was ahead. I was writing questions. Just so you guys know, I didn't get to write all the questions, so I'm kind of writing them while we're talking, if you see me looking at my phone. Where do we leave off?
Bakori got clipped.
Bakori got clipped, you're right. Bakori did clipped.
Bruh, they said Marv is on Fraud Watch, bro.
Why is Marv on Fraud Watch?
Somebody mad that his calls don't be getting through.
Yo, people are always mad at Marv, bro. I appreciate it. All right, so it was crazy to see her, like, growing up the way she was. And I had a thought to myself that maybe this is the first time we're going to see a devil fruit probably pass through hereditary means. I didn't think it would be possible, but then I thought to myself, like, maybe it was. Maybe, like, Ginny might have had the age fruit, and then she had the kid. Like, she was force-fed the devil fruit, because we know that celestial dragons force-feed people, right? I don't think they would have fed the baby a devil fruit, which I think they would, for sure. But it's like, maybe Ginny did eat it, and then forced Bonnie to eat it when she was a kid, right before Kuma came through, or something like that.
She should have hit that alternative future.
Because she knew that Bonnie would risk the chance of having the sapphire disease as well. So she's like, yo, at least my kid gets to grow old enough to live like the way she wants to. So I thought that's what was happening. And I was like, yo, not only is that like kind of poetic, but it's kind of like messed up and sweet at the same time. I don't believe, so I think that Sebastian is right to a degree. I just think that there needs to be a collection of mass belief in order for a devil fruit to exist, right? I just think that needs to happen. But I'm more on your side, where the devil fruit is going to come to you during your most desperate times of will. So if you will it hard enough and you're about to pass, then that's when you're going to get that, right? Like it somehow fates itself to you. That was interesting. Again, I love Kuma just being overly emotional. He passed out because he was like, yo, is that Jinny?
Yeah.
And then he just immediately, this strong, I just took over a kingdom by myself. I go out and I decimate people. But when it comes to my daughter or like Jinny, I pass out immediately. Like, it's so, like, I laughed at that. I felt like a lot of people skipped past it because they didn't realize he passed out. But he did. That was so funny. The old lady thing, too, was really funny. At first, I was confused because I was like, wait, what? I was like, huh? But then I thought it was like Bonnie didn't know how to do it, and then she turned into the old lady. So Oda like drew it that way to where he was holding Bonnie.
And then she stepped away or something?
Yeah,
That's
like,
what I thought
at first. Yeah. But then it was actually Connie. The Devil Fruit book, you already pointed out, that's very interesting. We got to learn why these things keep popping up, because obviously there's publishing for this. Mm-hmm. So
who getting the royalties, bro? Who getting this money for that?
Yeah. It's kind of cool to see that, you know, these people who have had Old Dog as a king before, they were saying that you don't need money in order to be happy. They were happy in spirit. I think that's like a lesson that, you know, that's always thrown in our face during like movies, and it's just showing like, yo, money isn't the end all be all. Like there was a good question on Twitter regarding are you one of those people that follow the numbers to your podcast? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I wrote back on our behalf, like, nah. Like, once you start following the numbers, you start to hate what you do. You have to, like, just love what you do. And the numbers will eventually come. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're always shooting for numbers, you're always doing, like, you're never going to enjoy the journey. Never. You're just like, it's like being the best basketball player alive. Like, if you're consistently worrying about your field goal percentage, your 3-point percentage, you're shooting from mid-range, like, you're eventually going to be like, yo, I hate the game of basketball because all I do is worry about stats. Those stats are going to come with longevity, with creativity, and with the amount of support that you have from your community. So it's the same way with everything else. You don't need to have the most money. You just need to have enough of it where you're satisfied and happy and you can enjoy yourself. If you worry about it always, you're going to live a life of misery. Mm-hmm. Most people who are lonely live in houses that are huge and they can't do anything with these huge houses because it's really not the house, it's the people in the house. Mm-hmm. Knowledge.
Yeah. No, I guess where your focus is, you're gonna show it. As in, people are gonna see it off you. If you're doing something that you enjoy, that you love to do, that's gonna exude off you. People are gonna see it. This guy has passion. He loves what he does, and it's enjoyable. If you see you're just about the numbers, that's gonna show too. Be like, nah, this guy is more of a, you know, he just cares about his pocket.
Listen, bro. Cake and everything, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just a box, you know?
Okay.
I don't know what you
Okay.
I know.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why?
I'm not sure.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure.
Yo, what's wrong with me, bro?
I don't know. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done, bro. Let's hit these super chats.
All right.
Jesus. Going to pump in my mind. Yo, like the video, guys.
Like the video, bro.
Thank you.
We got another 2 from Regal Sloth that says, what do you think Luffy's ultimate dream is? Like the one that he says after he becomes Pirate King or whatever. We talked about it on the pod as well a while back. I don't even remember what my thoughts were on it. It's changed so much over time.
What was the question?
What do you think Luffy's ultimate dream is?
I want to figure this out so bad before it comes out, but Oda's giving us like really nothing. It's just all our imagination. It's
the drink with Shanks.
It's the
no.
definitely
That's
not.
it, bro.
Nah. Large party for a worldwide party. Let's say something like that. Biggest
Nah,
party in the
it's to
world.
give him the hat back.
Nah,
I don't need this no more.
Because you gotta remember, it's definitely it is something that 𝚪𝙁𝙪 should had too, you know. So
What was my original one? To be so happy you pass smiling. I want it to be something that Roger also accomplished.
Yeah.
If it was his dream too. So,
no, but I believe Roger didn't accomplish it.
did he not smile
Bro,
when he passed?
we gotta get past this.
All right, anyway. We got another 2 from Project Iceman. It says, wonder if they thought the church was haunted.
It had a vampire in it.
What?
Maybe.
I'm so confused.
We got another,
Bonnie was labeled a vampire
She
as a
was, yeah.
kid.
We got another 20 from Muhammad Lear. It says, yo, TOPT. I have a theory since Oda has been approving some changes in the Netflix OPLA in Marineford. If we even get to it, Garp will defy Sengoku and to try to clip Akainu, but Blackbeard will show up and stand in his way.
Throw it all away. Throw the whole thing away, bro.
I'm good on all that.
Y'all getting way too comfortable with what they allowed to like change, bro. Try it. Throw it away, bro. Try it.
Blackbeard saving Akainu is crazy.
I just,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we doing, bro?
Y'all gotta stop, bro.
We got another Shichibukai status membership from Where's My Bike? What bike?
My mama give me that chain.
What bike?
You're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot, bro.
We got another 5 from Chris. It says, this is from Marv. Did you ever hear a take from the crew that you think was wild in your opinion? I know you're not caught up. Marv.
Go ahead, Marv.
to us,
Sound
bro.
off. Can they
Did
hear
you
you?
answer it in the chat already?
Can they hear you?
Oh, man.
What is it? So Marv said Mihawk painting a sword black is wild. Yeah, he's picturing paint rollers.
It's a brush. You gotta look it up. Look it up. You'll see it. It's a brush. It's all over Twitter, bro. Oh, man. That was a good one. We got another 5 from Muhammad Lear. It says, by the way, guys, to be honest, Jay Garcia reminds me of the former king Hueco Mundo from Bleach, who got overthrown by Aizen. I think Oda is basing Jay off of him. I'm going to defer to y'all for that one. I remember the name, but I don't remember.
Oda don't be biting like that, bro.
That's crazy. That's the biggest lie you ever told.
He was not gonna bite off Bleach.
Damn, that's disrespectful.
I didn't even see it.
Nah. Chill, bro. Don't disrespect my goat. Don't disrespect my goat, bro. Let's continue, bro.
We got another 10 from Toby. What up, Toby? It says, what's up,
Toby,
y'all?
Thank you.
Since Kuma isn't a tyrant, all these fake titles made from the government got me wondering if anybody's title is actually true. At this point, Roger might not even be Pirate King. All right,
Okay.
chill out, Toby.
See? Yeah,
Take it
yeah.
too far.
Always take it too far, dog.
Too far.
Man literally discovers One Piece and people be like, because the government gave it to him. He's a fraud, man. Meanwhile, Mihawk chilling out here being a commander.
Oh, man.
A Shichibukai.
Leave Mihawk alone, man. We got another 2.
Crazy, bro.
From Nika Dakota. It says Larry spit with a laughing emoji. I wonder what he's talking about.
It's probably the box thing.
We got another 2 from Shabazz Clark. It says, hashtag TED Talk Larry out here preaching. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And another 40 from Ugly Headed Bozo. Jeez, bro, have some confidence in yourself. It says W. W's to you, bro. That's his
you.
first super chat. On his 40 something. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, let's get into the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be patient with me because I didn't get to finish writing these questions out.
We got to be quick with our answers.
Yeah.
We run out of chapter / time.
Yeah, we run out of time. All right, Kuma has become a pirate. He apparently has a huge bounty. Bonnie misses Kuma. Bonnie says once she's 10, she'll follow Kuma's footsteps too. Then we see Kuma visiting places we've seen before, such as Karakuri, where he sent Frankie, Torino Kingdom, where he sent Chopper, Thriller Bark, where he sent Zoro, Wedria, where he sent Nami, Tequila Wolf, where he sent Robin, Boyne Archipelago, and the rest, and for Usopp and the rest, etc. He then comes across his dragon's ship. We see Gambo of the South Army, Morley of the West Army, and Bello Betty of the East Army. Dragon tells Kuma that Inazuma and Ivankov got sent to prison. And Kuma's like, well, you know, that's kind of crazy. Did you go and get them?
No, I didn't, bro.
And they're like drinking to each other. And then Bello Betty basically asks Kuma for permission to take over the Eastern Army because Dragon has not filled that position eternally due to the, you know, the loss of Ginny. And then Dragon, you know, Kuma basically goes, yo, like, whatever, like, do you, yo. And Dragon's like, all right, well, Sabo, Koala, and others want to see you too. We have many promising young members through the ranks. I want to, you know, show them off to you. And then Kuma's like, oh, I kind of see what's been happening around the world and often wondered what you have done, Dragon, and stuff like that. I also want to return. But Bonnie, he's like, oh, well, Bonnie? And he was like, yeah. She basically, you know, still has that thing. He's like, well, I have a doctor for you. His name is Dr. Vegapunk. He's the Navy's scientist. After a recent accident, he's been going to transfer to a new lab. And he's more approachable through this transfer. So Kuma's like, oh, thank you. I've kind of given up, but I'll be sure to go speak with him if I can cure Bonnie's disease. And then he's like, well, I'll be happy to fight with you again. And then Dragon goes, may the winds of fate guide us well, my friend. And then we see Bonnie, and she's like beating up people inside the church. And then Kuma comes back, and she says the word daddy. So what did you guys think about this part of chapter, Law?
I'm going to say, to me, this kind of shows that Kuma is not holding anything against Dragon for what no action in the past on all their parts, right? He still wants to work with him, and he's still saying, even like letting Betty even take the position that Ginny even once had. You know, it's like, that's not up to me, that's up to Dragon. You know, but seeing Kuma travel around looking for that is just how much effort he's trying to do it. I just appreciate it. And him breaking down. We see in that corner there when he's not finding anything, where we see the words he's saying, "I've kind of given up." And that's tough for, like, you know, a parent saying that seeing that you can't help your child, your daughter or son. That is heartbreaking. But then we see he gets relief here with Dragon. So that's awesome. That I wonder who they just met up, or was Dragon trying to find him to tell him this, or what? And I want to get into. I actually thought of something real quick because I'm gonna keep my answer short. Because we know that Bonnie is a descendant or has celestial dragon blood in them. Even though they kind of come off because they're not really warriors, you know, so to speak, they don't fight. But have you noticed a lot of celestial dragons that actually take up arms seem to be kind of strong? You know, have you noticed that? 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
10, bro.
Yeah,
Cool.
man, we got corrected
Yeah, bro.
earlier. I don't even know if she's 10 there, bro. You feel
You
me?
know what I'm saying?
When she punched this person,
She ain't 10
like
there,
5,
bro.
Well, either way,
we gotta be accurate with
Yeah,
our
bro.
age depictions, bro.
You discriminating right now, bro.
okay, she's 10. So pretty much.
She's not even 10 yet.
Yeah, she's not 10 yet, bro.
I'm kidding, bro.
Just
No,
go,
I'm trying to
Lawrence.
think of the
Finish,
age.
Lawrence.
All right. So pretty much, right? Well, then,
Finish it.
don't do that. Pretty much, right? And then also too, potentially maybe even Shanks.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's kind of interesting. The ones that do take up arms to show that they fight, and makes me just think of the rival of the D clan, right? You have the D's who show that they're strong, and their main enemy is the Celestial Dragons, who kind of show when they actually do fight, not like the ones who are just catered. Then you complain at me when I don't get through.
I'm sorry, bro.
And then the strength. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. But I just thought that's interesting, noting the potential of their strength.
Sebi.
All right, don't call me that. It was dope to see Kuma hit all the islands that he sent the Straw Hats to.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Did he run into Mihawk? That's what I want to know. He went to...
Probably not.
He was baiting.
Nah. He was like, yo, chill. Not trying to fight.
You don't have a sword.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Oh, my God.
Let me stop. Anyway, Abdul and Jeet. I didn't expect to see them two dudes, but I guess them being terrorists and Kuma being a revolutionary, it's kind of cool that they were able to interact. Looks like Kuma bodied them. I wonder if he got any Vegapunk information before he met with Dragon at all about him on the island, because he went to Vegapunk's island. Tequila Wolf's always good to see. Where are they building, bro? Where are they going? Still one of the mysteries of One Piece. Always good to see Hercules and seeing him break down like that.
Yeah.
Start crying, because it's like, yo, it reminded me of 𝚬𝚬 and Law.
Yep. I was
like,
going to bring that up.
Yeah, you're trying everything you can to do for your kid that's not really your kid, but like you feel bad for what they're going through. And you feel like you can't do anything. Them interacting with Dragon, I actually thought it was dope. I did. I did. I already have my thoughts on Dragon. I knew he wasn't spinning the block for nobody, so I didn't get angry about it this time.
Yeah.
It's good to know that Eva... I know people had the theory that like it was a plan by Dragon to have Eva go into 𝐴𝐴 and stuff. No. He just got caught.
I didn't even go back and search back to see if that's true. I was gonna, but I was like, I don't have enough time.
No. It's always good to see Bella Betty. I like that they had that reserved seat for Ginny. At the minimum, pay some sort of respect to her. You know, whatever.
Whitebeard kind of did that with Odin.
With Odin, yeah. I thought that was a good little callback to that as well. And him waiting for Kuma to give the okay on filling the seat shows that Dragon has some sort of...
respect for his comrades.
Yeah. Not the type that I like, but something there. Something there for him, I guess. It was cool to see him drinking, though. Like, just casually.
Who, Dragon?
Yeah. And Kuma. Like, Dragon's just, like, super stoic.
Sebastian's that wanting that him drinking was like, yo, that was mad hype, bro.
No, I wasn't hyped. I wasn't hyped tonight.
I loved it.
You know what it is?
Have you ever seen anybody else drinking? You were like, yo, that's cool, bro.
No, the reason why for Dragon is he's always just brooding. Like, that's it. Like, he's just standing there, brooding in a corner, wind. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm done seeing that.
Yo, was it cool when Mihawk had a drink with Shanks?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
when
it was
he
cool.
had a drink in his hand, or was it just because of Shanks and Mihawk drinking together?
I think it was a Shanks and Mihawk drinking together.
see.
But overall,
Yeah, I get you.
it was cool to see Dragon chilling with the crew like that. And it's weird, though, because they said that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I got mad again, though, when he did the fist bump.
Yeah.
I was like, don't do that. You ain't black. Anyway, but
I
that's
can't.
it.
That's what you didn't mention about Kuma. The whole thing with people saying Kuma don't got no game, no riz, and you have legit hearts by Betty while she's saying on Kuma.
Listen, it's obvious
And when
Kuma
she
got
speak-
Riz. It was obvious from day one. I don't know how anybody could ever have thought.
She even
the
got hearts while
opposite.
she's speaking to him.
Fexer. Crazy. Kuma got Riz, bro.
So I am very interested in seeing Kuma's bounty. For some reason, I feel like it would have been kind of big. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that sounded crazy. You know, there's a lot of people we put on Fraud Watch, but I think Kuma should be on Fraud Watch. I think this whole religious act he putting out is crazy. I think it's crazy. Yeah, I think it's very fraudulent. Why? Yo, you're not gonna tell me all these places he visiting ain't where the hoes at, bro. Like, that's where all his side pieces were at. He beat up over Ginny. Yo, he was out there slanging Bicho heavy, bro. Saw the Thriller Bark shorties. He went to Torino Kingdom and was like, yo, what's up? Bruh, you gonna tell me he didn't learn about Vegapunk beforehand? He just went to Vegapunk's homeland, Katakuri? Come on, bro. There was some woman there that he was trying to bag, bro. Lying out here, bro.
What's wrong with you?
Great. I really don't.
I didn't even know whether it was up there, bro.
Whether you got the. Let me stop.
Just saying. Just saying. I'm not hating on Dragon. I'm not, bro. I'm not hating on Dragon. Don't be drinking and being happy when 2 of your mans got thrown in prison, bro. A lot of y'all out there be like, yo, free this dude, bro. And y'all know he be doing wrong and still say free him, bro. Dragon ain't even saying that. He's saying, yo, they in prison, bro. This drink's on us.
He said we up.
We up.
Somehow.
They down. They been down. I hate Dragon, bro.
You just got finished saying, I'm not hating on Dragon.
I'm not hating on him, but like I dislike his character so much, dog. Like he's just so carefree in the way like his people just lose. Like anytime his people just like take an L, he's like, it's alright, yo. Game is game. Like, nah, bro. Like go spin the block at least once. Like it isn't only Kuma he ain't spinning the block for, right? He wasn't even involved in the revolution that was happening on Sora Bay. He got connections. Go help, bro. You don't know. Now it's known as the Solo Revolution, and you gonna get credit for that? Like, nah, bro. F you, bro.
He didn't get credit for that.
You don't think Dragon got credit for that?
No, he did not.
Yeah, alright.
He was nowhere to be found.
alright.
How would he get credit?
It was a revolution. He might have had something to do with it.
Okay.
And not only that, y'all be talking like Dragon the best dude ever too. Bro, Doflamingo was out here ruining his plans at a higher level than the Celestial Dragons ever have, bro. And he ain't take Dofi out. Dofi out here supplying kingdoms to fight against the revolution.
Struggling.
He had to have somebody else come through and destroy that part so he could come up.
He was sending people out there. They kept this.
Yo, I swear, bro. Dragon just is so unfulfilling. Yo, shout out to Bello Betty.
Facts.
Yo, shout out to Bello Betty.
Always.
Listen, bro, Kuma, if you ever needed a rebound, bro, it was there, bro. It's just interesting that Dragon also says, "May the winds of fate guide us well, my friend." We've heard this fate thing from the Black Bear Pirates. We've heard it from the Celestial Dragons. This is like the third person or group that's like talking about fate now. I know we're not fans of the whole fate thing, right? We don't like the predetermined, spot that sometimes writers go into, but it's kind of like, is it all fate? Does it have to do with fate? Is this why you're so lenient on your people losing out? Do you believe it's just gonna work out the way it's supposed to? What is fate in One Piece? And I think that's the bigger question now that I'm gonna start having moving forward, because we had it with Luffy and the Nika fruit, the fate of the devil fruit avoiding, and I need more questions answered around that. Like, it's just interesting to me that Dragon of all people says it.
Yeah.
But Garp has never said it.
Yeah. Honestly, from what I understand, what fate, just real quick, to me, it doesn't make sense with the premise of the show, because the show is about freedom, you're making your own choices, and strong will to achieve those things. If everything's predestined and like the whole fate thing, right, then it doesn't matter. Why does your will matter? Because it's just you don't have a choice in the matter. Things are just going to happen according to whatever. But it takes away the freedom if it's fate. It takes away you doing things because all things is written down already. I that's how I see it. I never liked the whole concept of fate. I don't even believe in fate. But it takes away free will. And that's the whole premise of the show.
I think so long as there's always a crossroads of fate, that there's multiple paths that can go down, I think I'm fine with it. If it is all just predetermined, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
So like there was a chance Ace beats Blackbeard, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like a crossroads of fate or whatever. So it's like if he wins, we're going down a different path.
Yeah.
If he loses, we're going down this path. I like to think personally, you can impact those moments, those crossroads of fate. But stuff like Hawkins and his prediction kind of spit in the face of that. It's a little worrisome for me. So
Yeah.
I think Oda's a good enough writer where it's not going to be a net negative on the series, but it's always something that's looming to me as a possible negative. So we'll see.
All right. Guys, we're going to get to super chats, but we're going to hit this last question real quick. That way we could do phone calls too. So we head back to the Naval Science Division, Laboratory 8, later known as Egghead. This is the first coming of Egghead. And then we hear Bonnie say, like, where are we? And then Kuma's like, oh, we're going to go to a doctor to get a checkup. And then we see Vegapunk in his glory with his humongous head. And he has hair. And it's not cut off. His tongue is sticking out and all that. And Kuma has basically Bonnie in a little box. So the sunlight or the moonlight can't hit her. And then Vegapunk is so shocked because he's never seen somebody like Kuma before. And Kuma's like, yo, I was just thinking the same thing. And then Bonnie's like, wow, look at him. He's gross to Vegapunk. And then Vegapunk is just so surprised by Kuma's physique and he wants to study him for science, of course. And he also is reminded that that's Bonnie. That's his sickly daughter. And then he was like, yo, I don't mind a little lip. She has sapphire scales. You've done pretty well to like limit her to the degree that you have for her to survive this long. And then we see Sentomaru also playing with Bonnie, which is kind of cute. Vegapunk goes, yo, I got some medical tech, but unfortunately it's going to cost as much money as like a cyborg. So we're going to have to like find the funds for that, essentially. But he's like, yo, in order to do that, like I have some stem cells as well and I could transplant them into her. And then he's like, also, are you a buccaneer? And then he goes, yes. And then Vegapunk's like, well, you know I'm with the government, right?
You wildin'.
And then he was like, yeah, I trust Dragon, that he wouldn't put me in danger. So Kuma's like, yo, what does my blood do that makes me so different? And then Vegapunk goes, yo, I don't know. So I need like a sample size to explain. And then he tells Kuma that he wants to make clones of him for the world government to use to hunt pirates. So he's just going to provide him with a massive amount of blood. And that's going to generate the immense amount of income they need in order to cure Bonnie, essentially. And then Kuma goes, okay, even if you were giving me another option that was way worse, I wouldn't decline it. Then we see Sentomaru still playing with Bonnie and such like that. And then Kuma goes, what would you do with these soldiers? And then will they be in the Navy? And then he goes, yeah. And then he's like, okay, the robots will also be shooting laser beams and it'll make the pirates go mute with shock. And then it'll be an overwhelming power of science. Kuma's like, basically, I'm going to give this to you. I would make a deal with you to save Bonnie's life, even if you were like the devil himself. And then we see Saturn at Mary Joa, and Vegapunk's telling him about the clone soldiers are weapons. And then Saturn goes, oh, I have an idea for that. So then Kuma goes, I'm not a saint. I'm nothing like that. Just a weak-willed pacifist. And then Vegapunk says that's an excellent name. That's what we'll call them. So what did you guys think about the ending of the chapter? Seb?
All right. So, one, it's cool to know that Egghead wasn't the original name. It's evolved into that. Like to see its original design, just a regular naval base. It's become what it's become over time. I liked seeing Kuma and Vegapunk's initial meeting, like live action, and Bonnie's there. So I think that's dope, considering like where she's gone in her story, where she was trying to clip him for Kuma. Like this is how they met for the first time. And just the size difference with his giant head. I thought that interaction they had was funny. I loved seeing Sentomaru interact with Bonnie.
Yeah.
I did, because it made me go back, and somebody pointed out on the Discord how hard Sentomaru put his life on the line for her when she was getting kicked by Kizaru, right? It's like, it's not just, oh, I'm doing this because Vegapunk told me to do it. It's, I have a personal connection with Bonnie since this time, years ago. So, like, I loved seeing that. It was kind of cool. He's just, like, the cool uncle who's, like, kind of trying to be nice, trying to interact
He
with
was playing patty cake.
Yeah, like, I mean, the way I read it was he was like, yo, chill out. This is a battle axe. Like, you're trying to swing on it like it's a swing. Like, you get hurt. But it just looked cool to me. And then he lifts it up. She's, like, still on it. I thought that was dope. As far as the deal goes, and him telling Vegapunk he's a Buccaneer, when I first read it, I was like, are you wildin'?
Yeah,
like, you're tripping. Like, and then I understood the whole, like, I have faith in Dragon, right? Which, y'all know me. I personally don't vibe with Dragon too much. But I like that Kuma has this faith in him. I just think it's misguided.
Yeah.
Personally. But shout out to him for having that faith in his friend that no matter what, because at the same time as I didn't like him doing it, I did like that his original thought process with these situations was, nah, I can't even have a child. I can't even marry Jenny. I can't potentially risk her being targeted because of my lineage. And now I'm stronger. I can handle these things myself. I've been through enough that I know even if I tell this person and it goes left, I can deal with it. Granted, it was focused on, like, I have faith in Dragon, but on some level, there's a self-worth, there's a self-confidence that goes with saying that proudly, yes, I'm a Buccaneer. I don't care that you're Vegapunk. I don't care that you're with the world government. I know what I can do, and I'm willing to even divulge this information to you if it helps Bonnie. So, like, I like that about Kuma. At least what I read of it, anyway. The Dragon stuff, cool. Like, he faith in Dragon, but I looked at it more personally in my own headcanon, I guess. Where Kuma is now in the story, where he is now in his faith, where he is now in his determination to save Bonnie, none of that matters. I'm here to do this. In regards to the deal, more specifically, I thought it was pretty interesting that it was the blood specifically that they needed to make the pacifistas. I thought it was cool. I like that he was talking about stem cell research for Bonnie. I think that was dope. Him saying that he would have made the deal regardless of what the deal was, making a deal with the devil. It flashed me back to, I believe it was Broker's Call about making a deal, Emu making the deal with the admirals and stuff, making a deal with the devil, which maybe it's foreshadowing Broker, maybe, we'll see. Overall, there goes Saturn again. Was he eavesdropping on the conversation? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I don't look like it.
I was trying to figure out how that worked, because is it a separate phone call that he's making with Saturn? Because if I remember correctly, the black Denmushis are the ones that tap, right? Or am I tripping? Because that's a black one.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking he's just overhearing this conversation.
I mean, we can search it up.
Yeah,
I forgot.
That was how I incorporated, like, that's how I interpreted what happened. Saturn hears this conversation, because he's like, yo, Vegapunk would let a golden opportunity like this slip through his fingers, but I have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Because he's eavesdropping on it. And I know there was some confusion on that. I didn't really look too deep in the chapter review or people's discourse about it, because I was partying all weekend. I'm not going to lie. But that was my interpretation. He had eavesdropped on the situation.
Oh, yeah, it's an eavesdropping.
Yeah.
Denmushi.
And that's why he now has this information. He has a plan. This is probably where it goes left. But I like the callback to the pacifistas, too. So that's cool. It's dope that, like, the chapter's called Pacifist. He's called the Tyrant. We see how he gets that name, but this is, in reality, what he's like and how it got the name for the thing that he gets cloned for. So,
yeah.
But that's it for me.
All right, Law?
No, yeah. I think we also come in that Vegapunk's gonna, cure Bonnie, because who else would it be? Like, if not, I know I called it a while back. But going into the deal, right? Because it's a little different from what I thought, right? I thought it was basically what's going to turn into a cyborg. That was the offer to save Bonnie, but it's more like the clones is the offer to save Bonnie. But then I thought, right, with this, right, you mentioned Saturn getting involved. And now we know why Bonnie gets upset at Saturn, right? I thought of one scenario. I'm going to be quick because we have really short on time. Is that I believe it's going to happen is that while being, his blood's getting taken, from Vegapunk, Saturn's going to force Vegapunk's hand to start doing operations to make him either drowsy or whatever, put him in an immobilized state to start turning him to a cyborg. And then he's going to take Bonnie, right? He's going to get involved and he's going to make Kuma make a choice, right? Either like pretty much kind of like forcing like we make a choice of like if you want Bonnie to be cured or Bonnie to stay alive or whatever, you have to go through with this, and we're gonna use you as like a weapon. You're gonna become a weapon for us, right? And you're gonna be not really the leader of the clones, but like you're gonna become at least at the price of the cyborg. That's foreshadowing stuff like that, and I think that's the same thing what Broker said. The deal with the devil wants it because Saturn is evil, right? So it's like foreshadowing the cost of a cyborg and the deal with the devil is playing here because that's what Saturn's gonna force Kuma to do because he's probably gonna show up, But the problem is Bonnie doesn't. This the whole thing. Bonnie doesn't know this. Mm-hmm. She only gets it through Kuma's memory. Right. So Bonnie's gonna be somewhere else while this happens. But yeah.
Again, this is people not gonna like it, but it makes me not vibe with Dragon even more because Bonnie has lived a certain amount of years, and we know that Dragon met Vegapunk a while ago. Why you ain't tell Kuma that Vegapunk was able to do this? Because the incident that they're talking about, why Vegapunk had to be moved and transferred, was because of what happened on Punk Hazard.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
That's what they basically saying.
Oh yeah.
Because the huge explosion, that wasn't his fault. So he had to be transferred to Egghead.
But Dragon kind of explains that he's usually under heavy security with the government.
Yo, regardless, bro, there's still a doctor out there. You could somehow finesse it, bro.
At least give Kuma the info.
Yeah, like be like, yo, there's a doctor here. Kuma might have been, all right, I could probably get myself inside there.
I could teleport.
Like, and the basis is, people are gonna be like, yo, well, Dragon can, and I'm like, nah, like think about it, like just tell Kuma that Vegapunk exists. He might be the one doctor that could do that. At least that would give Kuma some hope, and finding out like, all right, bet I can do this. Like I could somehow reach him.
I mean, he did eventually. It's been some time though.
No, I think it was more like his last resort because other doctors could possibly cure.
Lawrence, so he saw dude traveling by himself to Ohara.
When?
When he went to Ohara. Vegapunk went to Ohara by himself. There was no security there.
Yeah, but I'm thinking at that time, right? What I'm talking about was like when we found out about Bonnie and Kuma's looking at other doctors. When he found out no doctor was able to help, then he's like, all right, last resort, because it's dangerous going after, because it's not just about Bonnie, it's also
Lawrence, no. Because he was with Dragon, told Dragon what she got, and then explained that there was no cure for it. Dragon could have been like, I met some freaking scientist that is probably the smartest dude we've ever met in my life, and I didn't tell you about him. For what reason? Why?
Because it's dangerous. Because the world government is
dangerous
watching,
for what?
For Kuma and Bonnie. Literally, the world government is watching Vegapunk. Remember, when he found Dragon at Ohara, that's years ago before now.
So you're telling me that I can't tell you that there's a smart enough scientist I think might be able to cure this? And then tell you, yo, don't take action though? Because you might put yourself in danger?
As a last resort?
You trust me, right?
But then... The thing is, but you could try other doctors first, and then it's like when it's necessary, this information.
Yo, he went back and told, yo, there's no cure, bro. I'm staying with Bonnie. I'm quitting the revs.
No, he didn't say there's no cure. He didn't say that. What are you talking about?
Lawrence. Anyway, we're just gonna move past it.
No, how did Kuma
Lawrence,
know?
it don't matter the circumstance.
How did Kuma know there was no cure?
Lawrence, it doesn't matter the circumstance.
What's the search for then?
Lawrence, it doesn't matter the circumstance.
If there's no cure, then what's the search he doing before then? That wouldn't make any sense.
He was like, yo, I'm gonna try anyway.
I think you're misunderstanding what happened there.
So the misunderstanding is, yo, Dragon, I need this to be cured. And he's like, well, good luck. They didn't say nothing about Vegapunk existing. Even if there was a cure and some other doctor could have cured it, he could have still said, yo, Vegapunk is out here. He's the smartest guy I know.
But you reckon he knows where Vegapunk is?
Lawrence, does it matter?
Then how is Kuma gonna get to him? I think you're reaching for a way to hate Dragon even more.
No, I'm not hating Dragon. I'm literally saying, yo, I know a guy who's smart as hell and is a scientist. He works for the government though. Here's his name. We might be able to ask him. It has been years since Dragon has met Vegapunk at Ohara. He ran into Kuma, didn't tell Kuma anything. That's bad leadership, bro.
That's not bad leadership.
All right, bro.
That's not bad leadership.
All right, bro. Anyway, I don't. That's such a disgusting take, bro. I don't get it. Like, I can't tell somebody that somebody exists. Apparently, I can't. Yo,
it's in character for him, so I'm not.
I can't, bro.
Personally, but yeah.
World famous scientist, bro. Can't tell him no. Crazy. Anyway, Vegapunk has this sinister look, especially on the bottom left panel, about the samples of blood, and I've been said this, bro. We gotta take Vegapunk out. Like, at this point, like, why not? I don't think he's good for the world, regardless of what creations he's come up with. Like, you just gotta take him out.
Vegapunk.
Yeah, you gotta take Vegapunk out.
He looked evil when he was saying, "Can I get?" I will say that he did look a little evil.
The deal with the devil was a deal with Vegapunk, bro.
And it's weird too, because the way Oda has painted Kuma is like he has this never-ending faith, right? And he has never-ending faith in Dragon, even though Dragon's never served him well. And then it goes, yo, but I'll make a deal with the devil. And that's what I was talking about in like the beginning of our review, about like how when you're so faithful and like, you know, you stray off the path because you reach that crossroad of what truly needs to be done and what truly can't be done. It's like, yo, like, you'll be willing to like destroy the world for your loved one. And to be honest, I was agreeing with Kuma, bro. I'm not letting my daughter pass, bro.
No.
Everybody else gonna have to go. Eren Yeager was right. So, yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Other than that, let's hit super chats, bro.
Yeah, we got a couple soups sitting. We got $5 from Tenchi. It says, "Is that Foxy saying, I hear there's a new king in Sorbet to Saturn? Thankful for y'all and this community. Happy holidays." Thank you, Tenchi. I don't think so. I saw that roaming around a little bit in our Discord and a few other places. I don't think so.
That was Foxy?
Yeah, he had like the hair or whatever. It's possible, but I don't think we've ever got an inclination that Foxy
I'm
was
good, bro. I hate Foxy, bro.
We got another 20 from, actually, that was Tenchi's first super chat, so thank you, Tenchi.
Yes, thank you.
We got another 20 from Shanked Em. It says, "Sup, fellas? Based off of this chapter, do you think Kuma sent the Straw Hats to their respective islands from Sabaody because he knew they were safe locations from his travels, rather than knowing they were in good spots to train?" Probably a little bit of both. I would say it's a little bit of both. Just the way, I think Morge dropped a video on this, on how he connected those, him sending them to those places were. But in general, I think it was a little bit of both. Yeah. We got another 2 from the broker. It says, "Kuma's bounty was 296 when he became a warlord." So, thank you, broker. I don't know what his original bounty was, though. I don't know that it was 296 from the jump.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You think him becoming a warlord is part of the deal? Could be. We got another 2 from Kyron Calhoun. It says, "Dragon ain't helped nobody." Another 2 from Kyron. It says, "Moria spent the block for his crew. Hashtag stop the hype." Shout out to Moria. Another 5 from Alexander. It says, "Larry got the bad take flu. Would have been left behind with Buggy before Laughtail. Both got cap cold. Hashtag Dragon pulling up chapter 1100. 100% maybe." Another 2 from John Smith. It says, "Ayo, Larry, spit some bars."
No.
No? Okay. Another 2
They're
from
spitting bars all episode, bro.
Another 2 from Blue Sands Omni. It says, "How is Dragon gonna save his son but never his allies?" Hey, man.
Nah, yo.
Apparently Luffy more important.
Apparently, yo, like,
As they say.
he was willing to risk the entire operation of the Revolutionary, yo, by like,
To see his son off.
yeah. And you know what's crazy? That same kingdom, that's the kingdom that actually won against their citizens, and he didn't really do nothing. He just saved a couple people. And you know what's crazy? The success of that kingdom burning the trash of whatever they had led to Bakori happening. Crazy, yo. It's crazy how much of a failure Dragon could be, and people still hype and ride his Yo, I'm done,
Oh
bro.
man, we got
Crazy,
another
bro. But he can't do no wrong, though.
subscription to Nakama status from Toxic Tastes. Welcome and enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We got another 5 from Scott. It says, Larry, how do you know how Kuma can travel based off of the Sky Island take when Weatheria is an official Sky Island on top of a bubble? And that is Scott's first super chat. Thank you, Scott.
I don't know what that means.
Artificial.
I mean, he's been there before. The only reason he could make people travel to those places.
I apologize, Scott, if I butchered your super chat, but I ain't really understand it either, reading it.
Yeah.
We got another 5 from Leger Jones. It says, first donation ever to anyone, but I love talking One Piece, and you guys have good debates and inputs. But to be honest, I feel like Mihawk dies by a Blackbeard pirate. LJ. No.
That would be so funny.
Oh
Please
my
no.
goodness.
Please no. I know we trolled Mihawk a lot, but please no. But that's all the super chats. We didn't get to sponsor yet.
Oh, let's hit that sponsor, and then we'll do radio. I mean, not radio, phone calls.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there. If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime. Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
We're back.
Yeah, good. All right, guys, let's take some phone calls. We'll probably be able to take 2. Let's get it.
Yeah. And shout out to Rogers Base. I see Rogers Base in the chat.
Rogers Base. He had a really good chapter reaction.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. We met him.
Hey, what's going on?
Last
This
year.
is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
What's up, fellas? It's Shanked Em.
Hey,
what's up, bro?
Shanked Em. Accept my trade, bro.
Hey, Seth, you be trying to fleece me all the time. You think I'm stupid.
What's up, brother? Talk to us.
Yo, I just wanted to call in. I got to actually back Larry up for once.
For once.
So the thing with Dragon not telling Kuma about Vegapunk, and I think I can kind of cut to it a little bit, is that it's weird to not tell Kuma about Vegapunk in the first instance just because he's not available at the time, right? Because the reasoning is that he's on Punk Hazard. He's not on Egghead. So Kuma wouldn't be able to get to him. But that doesn't mean that Kuma shouldn't know that there's a person out there who might be able to create a cure. Because what if that situation changed all of a sudden and Kuma could then get to Vegapunk on his own? Like, he should have that information. So I think that's where the disconnect comes in a little bit, is that, like, why are you hiding this information from him just because he wouldn't be able to reach him?
Because how I always thought about it, right, is because we already see how Saturn, and I'm pretty sure Saturn shares the same hate for Buccaneers or just Kuma in general, because he's a Buccaneer, as all the other celestial dragons share, you know? And then their most prized position in scientists is Vegapunk, right? It's like, because even Dragon says, I'm going to help you, but I'm going to look for doctors as well. And then when they relink with Kuma, it's like, all right, we exhausted all our chances of finding anyone. Last resort is Kuma, because literally it's too dangerous. Because now, for example, he does go to Vegapunk. Look how it turns out for Kuma.
No, of course. But here's my problem with that. Are you saying that Dragon can't tell him because it would be like he's essentially trying to protect Kuma by not telling him about it?
Yeah, see, and I get what you mean personally, Shanked Em, because Dragon's the same dude that says live life without regrets, right? Say Bonnie passes before they meet up again and he doesn't get to tell him about Vegapunk. Then what? You had this person
Or
that
just
you
like,
knew
why
about?
are you? Why does Dragon feel that he is the one who gets to decide whether Kuma can risk his life or not?
Right.
That's not living a free life. That's not giving your friend the opportunity to make his own choice.
Yeah, it's like live without regrets.
Like what
but
Dragon's about.
By my admission and by my standard, by what I'm allowing you to live by. Right? Let me make my own choice.
It almost seems like controlling, and it almost seems like, to me, I personally think it's just more of like I don't think it's a Dragon criticism. More so, I think it's like a little bit of a flashback timeline thing where it's like, oh, Vegapunk and Kuma can't meet till a certain point, so we can't introduce that yet. I think it's more along those lines, but it's just weird. It's almost like he's not telling him because he's afraid it'll hurt the revolutionaries if Kuma gets captured, or if something happens with Vegapunk, or if he tries to go see Vegapunk, which is like not great.
So this is where it comes down to, right? Literally, he goes to the Revs. They're all shocked that he's quitting the revolutionaries, right? And then Kuma goes, yo, Bonnie's caught the same disease. I don't know what to do, but I want to be with her. So Dragon's response, this is his very next response, tattoo on his face. Very well, live with no regrets. We'll ask every doctor in the world we can. And then Kuma goes,
But
I
he's
appreciate
like
that.
setting him up to live with a regret. He didn't tell him about the one guy who could cure his daughter.
But the point that you mentioned, it was like, why not just say that Vegapunk probably could? Like, why not just say that Vegapunk
Especially 'cause,
exists?
like, it could just be one line of like, oh man, there's one guy who could probably help, but there's no way we could get to him.
Do you think Kuma would wait, or would he just go by himself? Because
You would probably just go, Lawrence, but isn't this whole story about letting people make their own choices?
yeah, but like look at Kuma. If he goes, then Bonnie probably doesn't get cured at all, and they both just pass.
Yo, but that's your
We're
speculation.
not arguing
No,
about what the optimal outcome is. We're arguing about the decision.
It's about choice.
Exactly.
Right? It's about giving Kuma the option to make the choice. He took that option away from him by not
No,
The
telling him.
optimal
but what-
outcome is that the revolutionaries, do some like high scale operation and like sneak him into Punk Hazard. That shit's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Okay. But I'll say two things. One, you're acting like Dragon knows exactly that Vegapunk is going to be able to cure Bonnie. And also, too, he said he's going to look for other doctors. So he probably looked to see if other doctors could do it. And he's like, honestly, no. Every doctor said the same thing. It's
part I
not
get,
curable.
and I give him credit for that. But why not mention? What's the reason to not mention? I get maybe it's to protect Kuma, but that doesn't feel right to me for a person of Dragon's philosophy of just taking that choice out of his hands.
I think it's also not just to protect Kuma, but it's also who Vegapunk chose to align himself with. It's the world government.
So you saying he's protecting Vegapunk too?
Yeah,
No,
but
not
Dragon
protecting
knows
Vegapunk.
that Dragon knows Vegapunk is an ally to some extent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but who he's with who Vegapunk is pretty much kind of. We already saw them how they spoke to each other on Ohara. Vegapunk has to tell Dragon, don't forget the bigger picture. But he's like, I can't believe you signed up with the worst people ever, the world government, and that's who Vegapunk takes orders from. Vegapunk's really doing things he doesn't want to do, like all the other.
So if Dragon found a doctor,
Dragon
and
also has built an organization where people say all the time, like, "Oh, don't forget, there are good Marines." You know, what I mean? Like the revolutionaries understand that. So it's not like Dragon is this zealot who thinks every Marine and are just evil.
Yeah, but the world
Right?
government is though.
Yeah, so Lawrence, if there was a government scientist that could cure Bonnie's disease and Dragon knew about it, would Dragon not tell Kuma about this doctor?
I think Dragon thought time would be needed to check out other doctors first. This is what he did.
So hold on,
But Lawrence, that doesn't explain not mentioning his existence.
So let me ask this then: did Dragon go to Kuma or did Kuma come to Dragon?
Yo,
In this chapter, did Dragon go to Kuma or did Kuma go to Dragon?
Kuma went to Dragon.
Okay, so if Dragon had this information about Vegapunk. Why didn't he go to Sorbet Kingdom and tell Kuma about it?
That's the other thing too. It's like 5 years later, and you don't know if this guy's found a cure yet, and you have a guy who might be able to cure it. Like, you don't want to check in.
Seriously, he talks about living life without regret. What if Bonnie passed? Just from this, it accelerated, and she passed.
He could have passed a week after they parted ways. He has no idea.
This is madness, bro.
Listen, man.
This is straight madness.
All right, if Kuma gave up, would you guys be coming at Kuma?
He quit the Revs, Lawrence.
No. I'm talking about
He
gave up.
was about to give up. He said it.
What do you mean by that?
If he gave up, like, because Kuma was about to, the thing is how hard it is, right? Is that no one's being able to. So it's no different that Vegapunk was going to do this, right? Or being able to do this. Kuma was really about to give up, right? So Dragon, looking for other doctors, probably could have thought the same thing that Kuma did. No one's able to cure this.
He's about to give up after going on a whole journey, not knowing that there's a solution out there that he's just ignorant of.
No, I feel that. But to me, it's like how I see it is like timing-wise. If he told us earlier, Kuma does not, he goes anyway. And then how I see it, Bonnie's gone. And
Lawrence, we
Vegapunk,
understand that, though. We're saying he took the choice away from Kuma. That's the issue. That's the issue.
Seems
He
very
took
antithetical
the choice away.
to what Dragon seems to stand for. Yeah. Of like you're especially you're a monkey family member, and you're gonna like not let somebody choose to do something reckless. That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Again, live your life with no regrets, but on my terms. That's what Dragon did to Kuma.
No, it's just a smarter way of dealing with it.
What's smarter way? Not telling somebody. Like, yo, bro, I can't tell you.
It's manipulation.
I can't tell you that there's a doctor that might be able to cure. I can't.
If you were sick and I am your friend, and I know a doctor who like, I don't know, lives in a dangerous country, and I don't tell you about him because you might get hurt going to a dangerous country and you die. That's messed up, man.
It's not what 2 hours ago, right? I understand what you guys are saying, but it's like if you so giving someone information that they could do nothing with it. What's the point?
The point is, I can still give it to you. You can probably do something
about world hunger. Should I not know about it?
It's like it's like this. It's like to me, that's like
I'm withholding all information.
Lauren said, "Yo, the sun exploding," but like I'm
like,
not gonna tell you.
We're not gonna tell you about
anyway.
any issue outside like 2 square miles from your house.
That's like no. That's like saying, "Oh, guess what? You have this sickness. Oh, it's actually I think I saw a possible cure at the deep bottom of the ocean that might be there. Well, but you can go check it out, even though I know you can't swim."
Yo, submarines exist, bro. Like,
how you get access to a submarine selection?
We gotta go. Listen, Shanked, thank you so much for calling, bro.
Shanked, take
no
my
problem,
train,
guys. Great
bro.
show.
All right, great. Thank you, man.
Shanked.
Appreciate you, bro.
Cool, baby. Nothing with that information. What's the point of telling them?
The point is, I get to be told and probably think about what I want to do next. Don't withhold information that might be of use. Just because you determine you can't do anything with it doesn't mean I won't be able to. You placing your limitations on me for somebody that doesn't believe on limitations, Lawrence, this is shocking.
No.
But anyway, we gotta get to our super chat so we can leave. Marv wants us to go.
All right, real quick, we got a few super chats sitting. $2 from Blue Zan's Omni. It says Dragon needs better help with all the L's he has. Thank you, Blue. We got another 5 from It's Motions. It says Emu about to have the saddest backstory in the series. I can picture Emu's best friend doing the immortal operation on Emu and all sorts of twists. That'd be interesting. I hope Emu has some sort of...
The saddest? Nah.
Maybe. We got another 5 from Tony Torres. It says, listening to Larry convinced me that dragons not only might be the worst father-friend leader in anime manga history, live life with no regrets, laughing my ass off. We got another 5 from Tio Olsen. It says, would you fellas rather have unique type of Haki or a unique type of devil fruit? If so, what type would you have? Maybe even creative application. That's a little too deep for the last super chat of the
unique
day.
Haki. I want future observation, bro.
Unique devil fruit.
All of them.
I hate you, bro.
All of them, but like, don't tell me anything.
You can't choose.
No, yeah, don't tell me information.
We only gave them the information that you can only get one.
Yeah, you know what?
Don't
You know what? You can only read what he said, but you can't choose anything. Anyway, Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of you on Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well. Thank you to all the people that support us with the super chats that you have given us. Thank you so much for all the likes on our video. We appreciate you heavily. We do have one more super chat and we will end it out.
Yeah, we got 10 from Victor Hay. It says, odd thing to bring up the sickness. Jenny got sick. There was a man named in history named Baldwin IV who had to wear special clothing because of leprosy. Same clothing worn by Emu. I'd have to look it up.
Guys, have a great night. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Sam.
Lionel, and it's that One Piece Talk. Jana!